The Eisenhower $1 coin, often called the Ike Dollar, is one of the most fascinating and talked about coins in American history. Minted between 1971 and 1978, it carries the proud image of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a symbol of leadership, strength, and honor. But among these coins, there exists a few rare and mysterious pieces that hold unbelievable value, turning ordinary collectors into millionaires overnight. Imagine a simple silver coin, once passed from hand to hand, now worth a fortune that could rewrite someone's destiny in today's collector's market. That's the magic and mystery behind the rare Eisenhower dollar. The 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin stands as a legend among American treasures, a coin that carries not only history, but the promise of unimaginable fortune. Born from the era that celebrated the triumph of space exploration and national pride, this silver beauty bears the noble image of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man of strength, leadership, and legacy. But beyond its shining surface lies a hidden story, one that has captivated collectors and dreamers alike. Some rare varieties of this coin, struck with minute design differences and minting errors, have transformed ordinary lives overnight. To the untrained eye, it might seem like a regular dollar, but to experts, it's a symbol of rarity, wealth, and destiny. What makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar so special is its mystery. Only a handful were struck with a unique design that today commands prices soaring into the millions. These few coins, known among collectors as a Type II variety, hold a distinctive earth design on the reverse side, where the outlines of the continents appear faint, smooth, and subtly misplaced. This was a minting quirk so rare that it created a wave of fascination across the coin world. Imagine holding in your palm a coin that looks like any other, but secretly possesses a flaw that turned it into gold. This is a kind of rarity that fuels collectors' passion and investors' dreams, turning a simple dollar into a gateway to fortune. Each of these coins carries the spirit of an era when craftsmanship mattered, when metal told stories, and when the United States Mint unknowingly created a piece of art worth more than its weight in silver. The Eisenhower dollar was the last of its kind, the last large-sized dollar coin made of silver before America shifted to smaller, base metal dollars. Its silver composition glows with a sense of purity, and its bold design reflects the grandeur of a nation that had conquered both war and space. To own one is to own a piece of that greatness, a frozen moment in American pride, pressed into shining metal and sealed by time. Collectors often describe the thrill of discovering a 1972 Eisenhower dollar as something electric, almost magical. It's as if fate guides a finder toward unimaginable wealth. Stories abound of people who stumbled upon one in old collections, forgotten drawers, or inherited boxes. Coins that turn out to be life-changing treasures. The market today sees rare varieties of the Eisenhower dollar fetching some so staggering they seem unreal. Prices in hundreds of thousands, even millions, for coins in pristine condition with perfect strikes and certified rarity. This isn't just collecting anymore. It's history reborn in the language of wealth. The Eisenhower dollar's power lies in its unpredictability. While most coins are valued for their shine or age, this one is valued for its secret, a flaw so delicate, so hidden, that only those who truly look can see its worth. It teaches a powerful lesson. Not everything valuable announces itself with grandeur. Sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures are disguised as ordinary things. That's why numismatists, coin collectors, often say the 1972 Eisenhower dollar can change your destiny. Its worth goes beyond money. It represents discovery, luck, and the magic of rarity in a world that often overlooks small miracles. So, if you ever come across an Eisenhower $1 coin from 1972, don't rush to spend it. Hold it as you would a key to hidden fortune. Study it, treasure it, and let its legacy remind you that greatness can rest quietly in the palm of your hand. In today's market, where rarity reigns supreme, this single coin has the potential to turn a dreamer into a millionaire overnight, a story of fortune born from history, a tale of metal turned to magic, and a reminder that sometimes a dollar can be worth far more than money itself. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar coin, a symbol of American pride, minted to celebrate the nation's bicentennial, carries a legacy that stretches far beyond its shining silver surface. This coin, bearing the noble portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, stands as a timeless relic of history, power, and patriotism. But beyond its historical charm lies something truly extraordinary. The possibility that one of these coins, under the right circumstances, could be worth an unimaginable fortune today. Especially those rare editions with a long script, United States of America, engraving in crisp silver shine. These are not just coins. They are pieces of destiny waiting to change hands and perhaps change someone's life forever. What makes the 1976 Eisenhower dollar so alluring is not merely its age or silver content. It's the mystery embedded within it. Some of these coins were struck with unique patterns, minting errors, and special silver compositions that make collectors go wild. A coin like this doesn't just sit in a vault. It breathes history. When held, it feels like you're touching the heartbeat of America's 200th anniversary. A coin that carries the spirit of freedom, unity, and triumph. It's a reminder that even the smallest metal disc can carry a story worth millions, and sometimes even more than money can measure. Among collectors, whispers of rare 1976 Eisenhower dollars have grown into legends. Some versions, especially those with deep mirror finishes or the scarce Type II reverse design, have fetched prices that would make even the calmest person's heart race. A flawless, untouched specimen, gleaming as if freshly struck, could command breathtaking sums in auctions. Imagine, a simple coin once exchanged for a cup of coffee, now standing as a potential golden ticket, capable of transforming its owner into a millionaire overnight. This is not just collecting. This is a pursuit of fortune wrapped in history. What truly drives a feverish demand is emotion. Every collector dreams of finding that one hidden gem, the coin that breaks records and turns dreams into reality. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar, with its long script and bicentennial flair, sits right at the center of that dream. It is a gateway between the ordinary and the extraordinary, between a relic of yesterday and the treasure of tomorrow. Each coin tells a silent story, of a country's pride, of a mint worker's precision, and of destiny waiting to reveal itself in the most unexpected places, perhaps in your drawer, your attic, or even forgotten wallet. If you hold one of these coins, you might be holding more than silver. You might be holding power, legacy, and unbelievable luck. Don't be tempted to sell it for a few dollars, because once it's gone forever, and its true worth might reveal itself only when it's too late. These coins are like sleeping giants, quiet for decades, until one day they awaken to claim their rightful place among the world's most valuable treasures. Keep it safe, study it, and let time do its magic. So, if fate has placed a 1976 Eisenhower dollar in your hands, treat it not as change, but as a chance, a shimmering key to fortune itself. Its metallic surface holds stories of heroes, presidents, and freedom, but also holds something deeply personal. The possibility of transforming your destiny in a single breathtaking moment. This is not just a coin, it's a promise. One that whispers to every dreamer who dares to believe that luck, history, and fortune can unite in the palm of their hand. The 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin from the Philadelphia Mint is often dismissed as an ordinary piece of modern American currency. Yet among collectors and dreamers, it carries a reputation that feels almost mythical. This was the very first year the Eisenhower dollar was released, and first-year coins always carry a special kind of magic. They mark a beginning, a moment frozen in metal, and that alone gives them an aura of importance. For some, this coin is not just money, but a silent witness to history, a symbol of power, legacy, and hidden potential waiting to be discovered in the palm of a hand. What makes the 1971 P. Eisenhower dollar truly fascinating is the belief that a tiny number of these coins were born different. While millions were struck for circulation, stories circulate among collectors about extraordinary examples with razor-sharp strikes, mirror-like surfaces, and unusual metal characteristics that separate them from the common pieces. These rare survivors are said to possess a presence so striking that even seasoned collectors pause when they see one, sensing that this is no ordinary dollar, but something far more significant. The design itself adds to the coin's commanding personality. President Dwight D. Eisenhower's bold portrait dominates the obverse, carrying the weight of leadership, war, peace, and authority. His expression feels firm yet calm, as if guarding the secret to the coin. On the reverse, The eagle landing on the moon echoes human ambition and achievement, linking the coin to dreams of greatness. When a 1971 P. Eisenhower dollar appears in exceptional condition, the design feels alive, almost powerful as though it knows its own worth. Among collectors, the real excitement begins when whispers of perfection arise. A flawless 1971 P. Eisenhower dollar, untouched by circulation, preserved in extraordinary condition, is often spoken of as a treasure rather than a coin. Such a piece represents survival against all odds. It escaped scratches, bags, careless hands, and time itself. In the collector's world, perfection is rare, and rarity fuels imagination. This is where values are no longer measured in cents or dollars, but in dreams of life-changing fortune. The idea that such a coin could be worth unimaginable sums captures the heart of every treasure hunter. People love the thought that an ordinary object, something once passed across a counter, could secretly hold the power to transform a life overnight. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar embodies that fantasy perfectly. It reminds people that history does not always announce its miracles loudly. Sometimes they sit quietly in drawers, jars, or old collections, waiting for the right eyes to recognize them. Another layer of fascination comes from a belief that certain rare examples possess unique mint characteristics. Subtle details in lettering, texture, or finish that cannot be replicated. These differences are often invisible to the untrained eye, but instantly recognizable to experts. When such a coin surfaces, it feels like uncovering a hidden chapter of American minting history, a moment where chance and craftsmanship align to create something extraordinary. Collectors often speak emotionally about coins like this because they represent hope. The 1971 P. Eisenhower dollar becomes more than metal. It becomes a symbol that fortune can change without warning. One discovery, one careful examination, one moment realization, and suddenly the ordinary becomes legendary. That belief fuels the passion of coin hunting and keeps people searching through old collections with excitement in their hearts. The warning often shared among enthusiasts is simple yet dramatic. Never rush to sell a coin you do not fully understand. The wrong decision, made in ignorance or haste, could mean losing something priceless for a fraction of its true worth. A potentially legendary 1971 Eisenhower dollar deserves patience, respect, and careful study because its true value may not be obvious at first glance. In stories passed between collectors, the rarest Eisenhower dollars are described almost like sleeping giants. They carry power quietly, without shining or shouting, until the right moment comes. When that moment arrives, their value is said to explode, shocking everyone who once overlooked them. Whether these tales are fueled by fact, hope, or imagination, they continue to inspire belief in hidden riches. Ultimately, the legend of a 1971 P. Eisenhower $1 coin is about possibility. It teaches that history, rarity, and condition can combine to create something extraordinary from something ordinary. For those who believe, this coin is not just currency. It is destiny in metal form, a reminder that fortune can change overnight, and that sometimes the most powerful treasures are the ones already in your hands.